What's up guys, this is Teddy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This video I'm going to be teaching you guys about constructors in C#. And constructors are a very simple concept to understand, and they can be complicated. They can get very unwieldy. You can have huge constructors in your classes, you can have very small constructors, but I'm just going to show you like the simplest possible constructor that you could possibly have. And I'm also going to explain it by something that you need to know. This is very important. Every single time you see the word new, a class is being created and a constructor is firing. So just think about that. So every single time you see every single time you see the word new, just think, number one, class created. So there is a class being created. You probably already knew that if you're watching this and you've already seen classes on videos. And two, a constructor is firing. So think about it like every single time, an angel gets its wings, or every single time a class fires, a constructor gets its wings. Corny way of thinking about it, but think about it like that. So we're just going to go ahead, we're just going to delete this. We don't need any of this. And then we're going to go into our class, and we're just going to create like a dummy class. Don't even name it anything important. I'm just going to call this network helper. Could be Pokemon helper, could be network helper, it doesn't really matter. Then you go in here, and the way to actually create a constructor is in the shortcut, the easy way. CTOR and then double tap. So if we went into our program class, and I'm just going to put this over here, go network helper, and then we just have that network helper, ran that, the constructor is still going to run, but there's nothing in it to actually run against. So another thing that you could do is you could also use it as a way to instantiate something. So think about it like this. When you have an Excel spreadsheet, sometimes when you make Excel spreadsheets, there's data that you need in there beforehand. Like if you think about, a lot of times think about classes almost like Excel spreadsheets, like data that you need in there beforehand, and you also have like rows and columns. Think about my property as column. Sorry, like my headphones are like sort of making a weird noise, so I kind of lost my train of thought there for a little bit. But okay, so let's just say here we have string, we have name, and then when this gets instantiated, we are going to give this a name of Teddy. So after this gets instantiated, so we go network helper dot name, and if we were to, it's giving like a strange error. It's does this because of top level statements. I don't know why. I saw this the other day, but in there we would have console dot write line. So in there it would output the name, but the important part is that you also want to be able to pass in data as well too. Like say we wanted, whenever our network helper to be made, we wanted to actually pass in data. So instead of just passing in the name in the constructor, we could actually pass it in from our class. So we could do that. We go to constructor name, and instead of having the name like that, we would have the name right there. And that's kind of how you are able to pass in data from other parts of your program as well too, and you don't have to sit there and instantiate them and plug them in. They're not hard coded in there like they were before. I was actually able to pass in that data, and it makes your code a lot more modular, and it makes the code a lot easier to work with in other parts of your program. But anyway, that's my video on constructors. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and as always, thank you for watching.